Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Guess what we're doing?
Well, it is Sunday still, I believe.
It is.
And so I think that means that we're doing a
Patreon!
That is right. And what are we Patreoning today?
We are Patreoning Separation of Church and State, and we're going to talk about a little movie that just came out.
Oh.
And we're going to talk about how we just didn't understand what the Constitution meant and all kinds of stuff.
We were misinformed, apparently, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we are misunderstanding it.
I see. Okay. You ready to do this?
I am. Are you?
Yeah. If you're hearing this on the main feed and you aren't a patron, you can actually hop over to our Patreon feed and join as a free subscriber and listen to this for free. And if you enjoy getting these types of episodes, you can stay for only $2 a month.
Yeah.
And get them whenever we do these. So
ad free.
You should do that right now.
Totally.
All right, let's get into this.
Okie dokie. All right, so today we are talking about separation of church and state.
Okay.
And how we just don't get it. Okay.
I think I might, but okay. Okay.
Well, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Okay. So in November of last year, NBC News put out an article about Mike Johnson. He's a House Speaker and he's a Republican from Louisiana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's big shot now.
Yeah. Just wanted to make sure we all knew
who Mike Johnson is.
Yeah.
Got it.
And he said in an interview at that same time period that separation of church and state is a misnomer. People misunderstand it, he says. Okay?
Okay.
Of course, it comes from a phrase that was in a letter that Jefferson wrote. It's not in the Constitution. And what he was explaining is they did not want the government to encroach upon the church. Not that they didn't want principles of faith to have influence on our public life. It's exactly the opposite.
That's not true, though. We've actually solidified this. There was... So I know that in the Treaty of Tripoli, which was I forget exactly which war, but it was something, we actually spelled this out quite in a lot of detail as to what we stand for as a country.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. That wasn't at the time of its founding, so we don't care.
Okay.
If we're Christians, we throw those things out the window.
Got it.
That was just a bunch of atheists, making shit up.
No, it's us protecting everybody's rights.
Just ask Mike Johnson. He'll explain it to you.
Oh, okay.
And he's a Christian, so he should know.
Yeah, no.
Johnson suggested that the nation's founders believed religion and morality were central to the government. Well, it is technically true that the words separation of church and state are not written in the Constitution.
Right.
I'm quoting from this article.
Yeah.
Many legal scholars have said that the phrase is a reference to the Establishment Clause in the First Amendment.
Yes.
Duh.
Right.
Okay. Johnson has spent the last 2 decades advocating for religious freedom in public schools, in government, and in public places, mainly as an attorney for a conservative Christian group that's now called Alliance Defending Freedom.
But if you're going to advocate for religious freedom, you have to advocate for the Satanists to be there. You have to advocate for...
not if you're Christian.
But that's what religious freedom actually means.
But religion only means Christianity.
No. Absolutely wrong.
Are you sure? I think Mike Johnson would tell you otherwise.
Mike Johnson is full of shit.
I think that he, much like the God of the Bible, is a dick.
He is
he's a zealot.
He's part of that new Christian right movement that has now infiltrated our government.
We're going to talk about
that is just they're basically turning this into a theocracy.
Yes, and happy and excited about it.
Yeah. Hey everyone, if you're listening right now, that's because you've reached the end of the free version on our main feed. But today's episodes we're actually releasing to everyone over on our Patreon feed. It's just you have to go over there to listen to the rest of it. So even if you aren't currently a Patreon subscriber, you can head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/sacrilegious discourse, and you can listen to this episode in full even if you don't subscribe. You can sign up for our free trial. You could sign up as low as $2 a month, or you could just listen to the free episode, whatever floats your boat. But hopefully you'll go over and check it out, and then follow us over there, and maybe you'll get to see more of these from time to time where we do these for free. Thanks.